Prozac8703 comments asking about gynecomastia, how to catch gyno early and prevent it without overcorrection. Now, leaving another comment after that telling me how you ended up crashing your E2. By the way, if you're watching this and you are not currently subscribed to my channel and you get any quality content from this video, I would definitely appreciate a like, share, and subscribe. Now, with that being said, first things first, without blood work, which is what I would always recommend, just doing blood work as often as possible, every fucking couple months, every couple weeks, really depends on you and how concerned you are with your levels. But for me, I kind of go by feel. You know, when running high levels of testosterone and, you know, taking testosterone twice a week at 200 milligrams a week right now, but when I was running higher levels at 560 a week, you would just kind of feel it out. You know, you'd be at the gym and you'd kind of notice, you're aware of your shirt rubbing on your nipples, okay? Not quite sore, not really tender, but you're aware. You know, now it's time to take a little bit of anastrozole. You know, anastrozole or Arimidex is an aromatase inhibitor, or an AI. The way that it works is it lowers estrogen by preventing the synthesis of estrogen from adrenal androgens like testosterone or other types of testosterone derivatives. Speaking of, you had mentioned that you were taking Dianabol. I'm actually going to be making another video after this specifically about Dianabol because it has a tendency to aromatize at a higher rate. Now, taking the Arimidex when you're supposed to and how much you're supposed to entirely depends on you. Some people can go entire cycles running 500 milligrams of testosterone a week and they never need an AI at all. You know, I don't know how, because I feel that I need it. Another thing that you will notice too is you'll be watching TV, right? And like somebody's dog comes home and whatever, you know, it was lost and you get choked up, like you feel like you're getting ready to cry, and it's like, what the fuck? Why am I getting emotional about some shit, you know? Now it's time to take a little bit. Now what I do is I've got 1 milligram tablets here and I'll crack them in half and I'll just take half of one of those, just 0.5 milligrams whenever I'm feeling anything. You know, if you start feeling emotional about stuff that doesn't make sense to you, and if you start feeling sensitive in the nipple area, shit like that, you know, just take a little bit. It's not really difficult. Another thing you should be taking while running testosterone is, well, some people can take Clomid. I've got enclophamine citrate, or I'm sorry, that's enclomiphene, not enclophamine. I do that shit all the time. But I take that 3 times a week, so I'm at 75 milligrams weekly of that. Now what enclomiphene does is it's going to basically convinces the pituitary gland to continue producing testosterone naturally. You know, you hear, again, talking about shrinkage on testosterone. You experience shrinkage in the balls, right? Well, that's what it's from. The pituitary gland is responsible for authorization of production of testosterone in the body, and the testicles are responsible for that production. So the testicles and the pituitary gland are in direct communications. And when you put testosterone into your body, your pituitary gland's like, whoa, we didn't authorize this elevation in testosterone. We need to pull back production now, right? So you pull back production, the testicles shrink up, just natural order, right? You take this enclomiphene, and it tells the pituitary gland, nothing to see here. You know, don't worry about that elevation, just keep continuing as normal. And you'll notice that you don't experience that shrinkage. Now, other ways that gyno can come up though, depending on the compounds that you're putting into your body, like Tren, for instance, has a tendency to elevate prolactin. And prolactin elevation is 100% different than elevations in estrogen, but can still cause gynecomastia. And it can cause lactation in men. So not only do you get the whole emotional aspect of it, you get the breast tenderness, you get sensitive nipples, but you can actually start excreting milk from your nipples. For things like that, you can get Dostinex, aka cabergoline, or you can get pramipexole. I didn't have any Prami, couldn't get a hold of that, and I don't really like taking the caber. I haven't felt any negative effects out of it, but everybody tends to say that it makes them super nauseous after they take it. They have this P5P or just vitamin B6. You know, I tell people that a lot too. 300 milligrams of vitamin B6 in the morning and before you go to bed, and it will mitigate prolactin sides of those compounds quite significantly. Other than that, liver support, I take milk thistle. For blood pressure, I take the hawthorn extract. Prostate support, I take glutathione. And for the hematocrit levels, the thickening of the blood, I take the grapefruit seed extract. And something else about the grapefruit seed extract, by the way, is that it has a tendency to eliminate or deplete your natural gut flora, right? And I found out, actually, if you watch one of my videos from a few weeks back, you could kind of see that I had ab formation and you could see a lot of muscular definition, but my midsection was just super, super wide. Now, I do genetically, unfortunately, collect fat in the lower back, but it was just unnaturally big. And somebody made a comment about how distended my gut was. Appreciate that, by the way. Don't remember your name. But definitely appreciated it because it made me do research into gut distension and things like that, especially concerning bodybuilders, because I was really convinced that it was just an accumulation of poop in my abdomen that needed to be cleared out, and it was causing my gut to appear distended. But what it ended up being was this gut flora. I mean, I did clean my guts out and I ended up shrinking up in the midsection a bunch. Don't get me wrong. Protein will dry your intestines out. I was eating so much meat and just is what it is. But to replenish that gut flora that you get from taking that grapefruit seed extract, I've got Lactobacillus gasseri as a probiotic. Now, I did a lot of reading on it. It will assist a great deal in preventing bloating, gassiness, abdominal discomfort, things like that. It'll help maintain regular bowel movements. For that, I take Metamucil twice a day. I recommend everybody have a fiber supplement, especially if you're somebody that's wanting to get into this realm of bodybuilding and you plan on eating a shit ton of protein, because it really will just tax the hell out of your digestive tract. And and that fiber will save your life, I swear. Because, I mean, if you get backed up, you just can't put food through your body anymore. I can't say that enough. But that's all I've got for you today as far as, you know, gyno and what I take personally to protect myself from side effects of any kind. Now, if there's anything else that I can cover, don't hesitate to leave a comment. I will do everything I can to get back to everybody as soon as I can. I've got a pretty busy life. You know, I've got 3 kids. My middle daughter's in a wheelchair, and I'm trying to run a masonry company. So I get busy a lot, but I do try to get back to people as often as I can. And I appreciate everybody that's been following me so far. You have a great day.